Watashi Westa. What up, y'all? Welcome to Next Mood Swing. We are back. We're doing a hybrid. We filmed an episode last week, and we'll get into what happened with that episode. That will never air. But we are back. We are going to fuse. You know, I do the one-on-one interviews, but we're going to do something different. I finally figured out a setup. I got to tell you guys, it's not procrastination with me. It is overthinking everything. And I overthink everything, and it is a problem in my life. It's also beneficial in certain ways, but it also is a hindrance. But we gonna get into some topics today, and I am so excited because I got my two besties. You already know Miss Courtney Stewart, and finally we got Tiana Hobson in the building.
We got her in the States, y'all.
She's finally in California.
She's in America. She's in California.
I'm so excited to be here. Finally, I've been waiting to join this group for a very long time.
And the gag is, Tiana's always like, no one ever asked me to host. Bitch, because you
like,
never
you ain't never here.
No one ever asked me.
You don't know where you
play
are.
victim, y'all.
She be on yachts in the Mediterranean and in Fiji and the French Alps and wherever the hell. I guess you can't have a boat in the French Alps, but you know what I'm saying.
No, you can't really do that.
No, he was just
You can't do what?
You can't have a boat in the Alps.
In the Alps.
Oh.
That's kind of the mountains.
Look,
but you know what I mean.
And I would have sat here like, yes, girl, what was that?
What boat? What are we doing?
Let me play victim, okay? Let me just have my victim moment of my friends not trying to include me, but I'm happy that you friends have finally included me.
Girl, you always included. I
Always.
just need you to be here, other than a walk. Me and Tiana's my walking buddy.
Yes.
We old.
We are old.
Y'all got walking buddies?
We are walking buddies. We go for what it ends up being like 4 miles when we're done.
We do a 4-mile walk.
It's like a good walk, and we
love
talk
that.
and we catch up and we walk, and
That's wonderful.
it's nice. I sent you that meme.
And that's why I said we're old, because there was a meme about when you get to a certain age and you go for walks and talk shit with your friend, and well.
That's exactly what we do.
But you know what? I'm a child at heart. You know what I'm saying?
that's all that
And hence the
matters.
shirt. You guys can get this on nextmoodswing.com. Been a
it out.
barb. Also, I got this mug. It is a 20-ounce amazing.
Yes.
This will be your favorite mug. It says, I used to give a lot of fucks because I did. I used to.
It's my
and
favorite
on the back,
mug.
we got a little Next Mood Swing.
Can't
And
wait to
right,
get
you can
mine.
put coffee, hot cocoa, or
Child, I've been
rosé.
drinking out that mug
rosé.
all week, every day. I have my mug. I had lemon water, I had hibiscus tea, I had green tea, and it's a whole day's worth of hot beverage because it's so big. Mugs don't be big like that, y'all. And it's heavy. It's not like little cheap shit. It's a good mug.
It ain't one of them $5.99 from Marshall's
No,
mugs.
it's not.
Okay. And although I love them, I'm not gonna lie. They got
You
some
know, they
cute
do
stuff.
their thing, but this is doing a whole other thing that you really want to get.
Quality. My mom was like, "Oh, you should promote it for teachers." I'm like, "Well, not this one. I don't know if someone would want to get their
think-
teacher."
no.
I
I
used
don't
to give a
know
lot
that a
of fucks.
kindergarten teacher should be having. I used to give a lot of fucks on the.
And I'm gonna need my teacher to give some fucks.
yeah,
She don't have to give a lot of fucks because to be a teacher, ooh Lord, I don't know
you
how y'all
already
doing it.
given some.
Thank you, girl.
to be a teacher, 'cause God bless you.
Because y'all are amazing.
Okay. So if you guys are wondering why I got this Ben a Barb shirt, we're just gonna jump into this topic. I went to the Nicki Minaj concert,
Yes, he
and
did.
my friend, he won tickets to go see Nicki Minaj. I was gonna go anyways, but he was like, "Yo, I got VIP passes," so I was like, "All right, let's go." So I went on her website, but my thing is when I go to a concert, I like to purchase the merch there. I don't want to purchase it online. I like, you know what I mean? Like when we went to the Beyonce concert,
Yes,
we
yes.
should have went before the concert.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't wait till after.
Because there wasn't no table on my side of the stadium, so I had to buy something off a man in the street, and Beyonce don't quite look like herself on that shirt. I wear it all the time, but it's not the greatest.
Meanwhile, me and Jesse waited like an hour in line after the concert to try and get some merch.
And then got
And then
lost.
we're out of half of it by the time we got to the front. It was,
And then we're so mad because, I mean, I did get the one that I actually liked. I actually like the one Tiana got.
Yeah, I like mine too.
But it's the one with Beyonce with her fingers up like. But I ended up getting the white horse one, which I liked. But then we went outside and we seen better stuff, and it was like they should look. We should, but we
I'm
wasn't
upset.
prepared, and we was drunk. We was
They
like,
weren't
you were
on mine.
prepared for Nikki.
I was prepared for Nikki to the point where I said, you know what? I went on Google to find something that said been a barb, because I'm like, I've been a barb. All my friends know. And there was nothing on there that said been a barb. So I was like, well, I'm going to make it. And then my friend was like, why don't you sell that? Because that's actually really smart. And on the back
Yeah.
it says on Fridays,
Okay.
we wear pink.
I love
So if you like that, we
for
got
that.
hoodies, sweaters, car magnets. I got this thing up for the back of your phone. Super cute. But then also this mug. Great Christmas gift for anyone. The concert was awesome. I loved it. Tiana went to the one in New York. There was a little mishap in New York.
There was a little bit of mishaps in New York the night I went. You could tell that she had just got her new costumes, and so she was working through some of the quick changes. Wasn't that quick is all I'm saying. And I mean, you could tell she was frustrated, but then when she addressed the crowd and said, these motherfuckers backstage have me stressed out.
Like, oh, okay, girl.
It was the most Nicki thing ever. I loved it.
And that's why I love her, because she just be saying, you know what I mean? She just be putting it out there for what it is. My concert was perfection. We got Janae Aiko, Big Sean, Mario. Tyga came out during the show.
I remember seeing Mario. Like, what was that? What did he sing? What was going on?
Do they have a song together?
Yeah, they have a song together. And then, but she kind of let him have a moment. And again, this is why I fuck with Nicki, because I don't know if you guys remember what happened with Mario, but like the whole reason his career never really popped off after his hits was because his mother was like in rehab.
Yeah.
And he was using all his money to help her out. And so Nicki was like, I want to make sure he has his moment, like, and whatever. Because we all thought Chris Brown was coming out. I'm not gonna lie, I was. They even played a Chris Brown song. We was like,
Mario pops out. Y'all were like, oh.
Now I already seen Chris Brown in concert. He's great. And then right down the street was Usher the same night. So yeah, then we thought Lil Wayne too, because the night before Lil Wayne, Lil Kim had a show, but it wasn't.
You guys got everyone in LA. I thought New York would have had.
Yeah.
No, we didn't get Lil Wayne.
Oh no, but like you still listed a lot of people that y'all got in New York or in LA. We didn't
but I
have
feel
that
like
many
LA, it's
anywhere.
because everyone's here. Like
Yeah.
Janae Aiko, I feel like was because Big Sean is from here, and she was just like, well, I'm here, I might as well just the sunshine, because she was not singing that live. Beautiful girl, beautiful voice, love her. But that was not
Beautiful
live.
gowns.
But anyways, so yes, if you a Barb, please go check these out.
Remember when Janae was rocking with B2K?
Yes.
Like
And they pretended like she was. Isn't she the one they pretended like that was? She was cousins
in
with
That Sucks.
somebody, and
Cousins.
it wasn't at
Yeah.
all. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, music
Sorry, I just
industry.
aged myself right there, but
Girl.
Hey,
people
you
forget
know.
about B2K. They have
I know.
put some respect.
You
on
can't
that,
forget
know?
about that.
Well, yeah, because the younger kids are like Raz B, like the crackhead from Bad Boys on Zeus.
Oh, not the crack.
So much to
That's what you
unpack
have
there.
for comment. Oh,
So much
Lord
to unpack
Jesus.
Okay, but
And I actually thought he was the cutest one in the
Nah,
group.
I was
when
all
they were,
about
I
his.
was, I was,
really?
No, you
Lil
weren't.
Fizz was my love of my life. Oh my god.
Tiana, we're concerned.
I can't. Look,
We are
I
concerned.
choose winners, guys. You know, my track record is always going for the.
no, what was this called? Because have you seen his nude?
Who's nudes?
Girl, Captain Hook.
Who are we talking about?
Lil
We talking about
Fizz.
Oh, child. I can't deal with nothing to Lil Fizz since I have parted ways with Love and Hip Hop and all of that universe.
Well, listen, this was before all of that. So,
Okay, girl.
You know,
That's true. I'm not gonna
this
lie.
is
Back in the
pre all of
day,
that.
back in
Okay.
the day, Lil Fizz
You
was
couldn't
cute.
tell me
Mine was the other one. J
Bug.
J-Bug.
Bug was.
Yeah, that's
That
your
tracks.
type.
That tracks.
That
That tracks for sure. I
Uh,
love how
if-
none of us had Omarion, and
No.
he like was supposed to be the pop off of the group, or I guess he was. He had a.
I
solo
mean,
career.
Omarion's brother though.
Who was his brother?
Orion.
Well, once they got older, but I think they're problematic kings.
And
pretend
which
like
they
they're
are.
not.
Anyone that's been on Love and Hip Hop, problematic. Also, speaking of problematic, the word of the week is good riddance, because I have a bone to pick with Dancing with the Stars.
Shoot! How you still?
I don't watch Dancing with the Stars.
I'm like, did you watch?
No, and I was like super against it, because why would Disney ABC put this girl? What is her name?
where this is
Anna
going.
Delvey on here.
Anna
Like
Delvey.
whatever the fuck her name is.
Love
I
how
don't
you be making
care.
up names.
I was mad about this too, Jesse.
It's kind of wild. It's
It's just
wild.
like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
With her
Like,
ankle
okay,
monitor.
fine. Like, all right, Disney, Maleficent. We're making movies about the bad guy. Okay, but now we're like taking actual scammers. I would have been happier if you took Joanne the scammer and had her on Dancing with the Stars, because at least she's making fun of the fact that someone's a scammer. You took a real life person who affected people's lives,
Yeah.
and then she got a whole ass ankle bracelet on, and y'all are poking fun at. Like, she didn't even look like she wanted to be there.
She did it.
She didn't.
Did you?
She needed to pay restitution. And she was like, "Oh, y'all give me at least $100K for the week." Okay.
She's just trying to be relevant again. I think she thought it was going to be like, what's the girl who, just got out of jail and like had killed her mom, but her mom deserved it because she was
Honey Boo Boo.
no,
No.
the girl.
I don't know
who
what
was sick,
I know what you're talking about.
They made the
With
movie
the
about
nose
her,
and she got pregnant.
and then she got out of jail.
God.
She done had 2 husbands. I still can't find one.
Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy
Yeah,
Rose.
Gypsy Rose.
Yes.
Right, and I'll give Gypsy Rose.
I'm sorry, Honey
Yeah.
Boo Boo. I
Sorry.
wasn't trying to do that. That's just what.
Because low-key,
They all make me think.
low-key
of
out of all of them, Honey Boo Boo actually should have been on the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
We bring a Honey Boo Boo back because she lost a sister recently.
Yeah, she lost
and, like,
a
a whole
sister.
thing.
And her mom took all her money.
And her
Yeah,
mom,
her mom scammed her.
Yeah,
But
that's
I would have
just-
preferred
scam her.
Gypsy
I could have
Rose.
supported.
I would
I would have supported Gypsy Rose, but she is pregnant now, so
Maybe
I get
that's
why
not
she wasn't
great.
there. A big problem I have with Anna Delvey too is, like you were saying, she's a scammer. And right before they announced that she was going to be on it, I had just watched that 90s doc on Netflix about Lou, who stole the Backstreet Boys money and all that stuff. And I was just like, wow, this man got away with stealing all these people's money, affected all these lives. He went to jail for a long time and like has died. But when they announced that she was doing it, I was like, would we have given Lou this second chance that we're kind of allowing Anna to have? Like, she's getting out of jail. She's going back into the limelight. She's got a life and maybe a career after this. It's like, but we was mad at Lou, but we're just letting this girl slide because she's
Totally
cute
little
and
white
white.
girl.
Honestly,
girl.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Also, that documentary is crazy.
That documentary
Yeah,
is
it's
crazy.
wild.
Like, honestly,
It's
like all of
sad.
that's the longest running Ponzi scheme in American history. That's crazy.
I mean, he
and we
did
lived
that
through
for
it like
what,
Yeah.
as if it was
20,
nothing.
25 years.
I wish we had had more access to what was going on because like I knew about it, but
Yeah.
like I didn't know how much and how deep
bad
and
and how-
bad it was.
yeah.
I thought he just had stolen NSYNC and Backstreet Boys money,
Yeah.
like had
Like,
misappropriated
in the
funds.
No, he was
industry.
like,
Like,
But,
in the industry,
he
but
was
not
straight
like
up like
real life.
Scientology.
building fake companies with
Fake-
like people's retirement
Yeah,
funds.
people's
to, like,
retirements and
yeah,
stuff.
That's
That's-
crazy.
And then said he had a whole airline. And,
Like,
and
I
it was
never existed.
It was a toy airplane that he took a picture of close up to, and everyone thought this was his like private jet. Insane. Also, shout out to everyone watching. La Isla Bonita says Omarion's brother. Okay. Got an ice box.
Especially once them dreads grew out, they was doing their thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not know we were live right now.
You learn something new
As I take a sip
every
of my
day.
rosé.
Learn something new.
So yeah, the other thing I can't stand. So the other day I put on Netflix because like I have not been into like. I've been really into YouTube and music recently, like Actually, you know what I've really been into? Tubi, not Tubi. Pluto,
Oh, Pluto.
the
Okay.
app Pluto.
I've never opened it. It's on my TV.
It's on my TV.
Okay, here's
think
why I
I'll
love
open
it. They have like full-on channels of like
Not full-on
the
channels.
Jeffersons, and it's like just
Oh.
episodes of the Jeffersons, episodes of I Love Lucy, episodes of like.
Gotta find that.
Oh,
whatever.
then I do need to look at that.
And it's a
Yeah.
vibe because it's like I hate like searching for things, or especially because I work from home. So it's like if I put a good series on, it's like I'm not paying attention to half of it. Or even Housewives, it's
Yeah.
like I want to see what's happening. So I Love Lucy, it's like I can just pop up
just
Jefferson's.
listen,
Yeah,
thing.
just
So I've
listen.
been super into Pluto. But the other day I was like, let me give something a chance. So I watched the Menendez brothers on Netflix. Snooze fest. Also, I'm just sick of it. Like I'm just so tired. Like, and this is from a gay person. Like everything doesn't have to fucking be gay. I get Ryan Murphy's gay, but it's like the softcore interracial. Like, why are we pushing this boundary? Did this happen? Is this a fact? Do we know that he was hooking up with guys in the bathroom? Do we know that he had gay an underlying gay theme in it? I don't know.
I don't think we did because didn't they? I don't think that either one of them has seen the series, but they've.
No, they
They
did. They were
commented.
mad
Oh,
about
they
it.
finally
Yeah,
did. They
somebody
did comment
commented,
about how
yeah.
like they didn't.
that they weren't
That-
spoken.
That they
to.
weren't
wasn't true.
Yeah, it
They
wasn't true, and
weren't.
especially like the gay themes of it. I haven't watched it,
Me either.
but
I watched the first 2 episodes and I was just like, it was hard for me to pay attention to it. It was just like, you know what I loved, and I think it was Ryan Murphy. What was the one of Monica Lewinsky? American. Remember?
Scandal?
It was like American.
Oh, like they did a version of American. Was it American Crime?
Yeah.
like they did
Crime,
with
yeah,
OJ, because they did an OJ one, and then they did Monica Lewinsky.
So I think I liked him
I
doing.
forgot about that.
I liked the American Crime versions. I felt like those were more.
They were very well done.
Yes, and this feels more like, I don't know if you watch American Horror Story, but the New York one where it was like the gay brothel. Like, it just is giving like, what is this?
Yeah.
Is this a horror movie? Is this whatever? I'm just sick of us glorifying.
Because it's called Monster, right? So this is, because wasn't that the
first
Dahmer
one
was also the
Jeffrey
monster?
Dahmer.
The same. Yeah.
I just don't like glorifying.
And then the next one is
murders?
Aaron
Like
Hernandez.
more murders.
And the next one's Aaron Hernandez. I'm like, are you gonna have Aaron Hernandez like
Because I
fucking
always
guys
feel
in
like
the locker room?
the
Like-
Disney trope of like doing the victim or the villain story was always to like show the other side and show like the compassion. Like, oh, all of a sudden, like, oh, we understand why Maleficent is the way she is. Wicked, we understand why the
And I love
Green
that.
Witch is, and I love that. But when it comes to real life, like murderers, I don't think I need to see
not
the other side to
sure.
have the compassion.
No.
For like why, like I understand everyone has a story and like you're treated bad in your life and then that's what leads you down these roads. I just don't think that should be glorified when real life people's lives were affected by this and their families are still affected by this new story coming out. Because I remember with the Dahmer one, everyone talking about like the victims' families have to relive this all over again.
And
They're
my
rehashing
question
it
to you
and-
guys, from my biggest issue with that is, can you name one of the victims?
No.
No. But we know who Jeffrey Dahmer is. Like, you
Yes.
have nailed it in the head, but I couldn't tell you one of the victims' names. And that to me is just like, I can't. I'm over it.
I mean, but at the same time, culturally, we're obsessed with like true crime and
Yes.
SVUs,
Which they did
and
say that's-
all of that energy comes from a fascination with why do people do the things that they do. So I understand as a creative, like wanting to like
Yes.
explore that. I do think on a certain level, sorry Ryan, I think you're great and have done some amazing things, but I do
Agreed.
think on a certain level you've exploited it a little too much.
Yeah, this one
Like,
just didn't hit it for me.
it-
Like, honestly, I
yeah.
watched the whole Jeffrey Dahmer one. I was able to get through it. This
Yeah,
one, just for
well,
me.
that says something to you because I only got through the first episode and a half of Dahmer, and I was like, I don't need to put this in my soul.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Well,
watched
yeah,
one
that's-
episode with, I think I was with you guys, and I
Probably.
started, like we turned on episode
Like,
one, and I was just like,
oh.
I'm not gonna go home and finish this on my
Yeah.
own. This is not for
much.
me.
yeah. And I wonder if they like approached it from, I mean, I guess it's harder because you're trying to get it through the eyes of Dahmer and like why and whatever. But if there was a way writers could figure out how to give us both, like what's going on with the victim, so we learn the victim's life a little bit more, as well as learning stuff about Jeffrey and like why he was doing what he was doing. Maybe if that was a little more balanced, it wouldn't have been as harsh. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you know what? That's such a great point because, okay, I saw this movie. I had no idea what it was about. I just saw the posters called Speak No Evil.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea what this was about. Didn't see a trailer, nothing. My friend was like, "Oh, you want to go see this movie?" I was like, "Sure." I seen the picture. I thought it was Hugh Jackman up on the picture. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like Wolverine or something. I was like, I have no idea what we going into. He was like, "Do you want me to tell you about?" I was like, "Nope." I just honestly, I'm kind of into not knowing what it is.
That's brave.
Because the other movie that I did that with was the movie called The Visit.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan. I had no idea what this, so everyone was like, "Oh, stupid." I'm like, I thought it was great because I had no idea where we were
No
going with it.
expectations. No expectations.
And I think there's certain things with certain movies, like if the trailer shows you the one line, like even in The Deliverance, "You're nappy pussy," like you ruin the whole movie because now.
Lord.
Oh wait, let's
I'm
we'll
like,
get
you
into
done
that
brought
in a
up.
second. But what I want to say,
Finish what you're saying.
what I want to say is what you said is, speak no evil. You are in the victim's POV.
Mm-hmm.
So as someone who didn't see the trailer, I'm the victim. I have no idea what's happening. And when you get to the end, you're like horrified because you're just like, people really are like this.
Yeah.
And so I think that to me, that's what this misses. I get trying to like find human in a monster. Maybe that's where they're going with this. But I think it can be done I actually think it's better the other way personally, because Speak No Evil gagged me completely. And then what was the other one we were just saying?
Deliverance?
Deliverance. Y'all seen that?
Jesse, you know I didn't see that movie.
Jesse, you know I watched that bullshit.
I did too with Marsha, and we was dying.
Lee Daniels.
You want to know what's so funny is because Marsha's from Canada.
Yeah.
So it's so interesting and it's funny because Tiana, you said that about me understanding black people and African Americans, and so it was funny watching that because she was like the whole time like, ooh, this is like, she's like, why are they pushing Jesus and God so much? Like, this is so, like, who would say half of this stuff? And I'm like, oh, this is the blackest movie I've seen. Like, I was like.
It's. What other topics we got?
I'll just say I think my parents watched this movie the other day, and again, I've seen like the little snippets of it here and there, but I realized
you saw the pussy.
I saw the pussy part. But I didn't really know what the movie was going to be about. And then in watching some other stuff, I was like, okay, this clearly isn't for me because it looks a little bit scary.
It's the black version of The Exorcist.
Yes, and Tiana doesn't do scary movies. We know this. You guys have been in the theater with me. I don't do this. So I knew it wasn't for me, but my mom was like, yeah, we watched that Deliverance movie, and like I thought it was gonna be one thing, and then it got all like weird and stuff. I go, oh, that's the Tyler Perry movie, right? And she goes, no, it wasn't him. I was like, no, Mom, I'm pretty sure it was Tyler Perry. Just like look at the preview, it's definitely Tyler Perry. And then I saw it was Lee Daniels, and I was like,
it's like, I'll
sorry.
just say, shout out to the kids, y'all did great.
Yeah.
Andrew Day,
yeah,
wonderful. Even Glenn Close, outside of the line you were told to deliver, you were like, yo, I recognize you as a person that the white lady that likes black men.
Yeah, because why was that a big part of the thing? Like, every black person knows a woman like her.
And Lee Daniels is giving Tyler Perry in this moment. Because
everything from how it was marketed, I thought.
Okay,
was Tyler
wait.
Perry.
So let me just say this: if you guys have watched it, if you guys are watching it, and you tell me if you watched it and if you guys felt this, because I want to see if you felt this too. We were watching it, right? And I feel like it took a long time to get to where we were going in the movie. Like, really, I feel like the beginning was very about her drug addiction. A lot of racial tensions and stuff like that building up for an hour, and then the last part of it was the horror part. And then after the horror part, the way it went from a Lee Daniels film to a Tyler Perry, because we were just sitting there watching, we just watched a woman, a demon. We just watched a demon, it was this huge moment. And then afterwards, it was birds chirping, hip hop music playing in the back, Honey. And you just did this just turn into Tyler Perry? How did that? And it was so funny because I turned to Marsha and I was like, not this just turned into an entire Tyler Perry film. And it was so funny because she fell out laughing at the same moment. Did you feel that at the end? The end just took a total.
The fact that you even remember it that detailedly.
It was
is
so funny.
All I remember thinking is, okay, she's got her husband, but he's not here. I don't totally understand what's going on with the dynamic, but I knew the story in real life was that they thought this woman was abusing her children.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I understood that it was a little bit slow at the top, kind of, because you don't quite know what's happening. But knowing that the real life story was that it was this woman who supposedly abused her children, and okay, I get it. That's what you guys are trying to build up. But it didn't
read that way.
It did what it did. So I'm happy for Black and brown people working. And Lee, yes. I think I don't know who wrote it. Did Lee Daniels write it with somebody, or if there was a different writer? I would like the writer to take another look at that script.
Look,
because some of the stuff just was not necessary. But shout out to Glenn Close, learning how to put in a whole bust down sew in. She was when she was sewing in Andrew Day's wig while Andrew Day was braiding her daughter's hair. I was like, this is not what I thought. That felt Tyler Perry.
I personally don't know any white women like that, so I'll just.
Well, I will say I appreciated, unlike a Tyler Perry film, the background actors were actually putting the cups to their mouth. They had liquid in their cups. They were chewing, things like that, you know. So that's where I was going with the tone of it, switching from Lee Daniels to...
Okay. But I just have to say one thing. Have you seen the meme of like white girls that date black guys, and it's a cat or it might be a little like hairless dog with like a long weave on Instagram?
Glenn Close.
100%. But it's like chunky highlights. Like it's been going around on Instagram forever. But like that's what I thought of when I was like, I know that exists, because as soon as you see that meme, you're like, yeah, that would be that girl. And that's how I felt about Glenn Close. But you know,
I'm dead.
and shout out to Omar Epps. He had
Omar.
He was in it. Glenn Close was pushing up on him.
She
was doing a lot in this movie.
Oh no, Glenn Close was doing.
I don't do the horrors, but I would love to see.
I don't even. It doesn't even really
Courtney,
qualify.
you know me.
No, it really doesn't qualify as a horror. It was funny. You literally would laugh.
Okay,
like even the part
watch.
where it's like demonic, like it just was like we just watched. Like you're just like not taking the beginning of the movie seriously enough to where then when it happens you're like
and you're like, oh, it's what? Wait, why? What is going on? Like it's not scary. Like
it's the blood of Jesus.
All right, well I'll just sit down with you guys and watch it.
Well, I'm not watching it again. So.
Nope. I'm making you guys watch this movie with me.
Ellis is in it.
We should do a live watch.
No, actually, what we should do a live watch is, have you guys seen? Okay, I've seen clips of it, but I was over Marsha's house the other day, and she watches a lot of YouTube. So I'm on her YouTube, and I'm like, dang, girl, you watch this Pop the Balloon show. Oh. So I was like, I see the clips, but I've never watched an episode. So I watched an episode. And when I tell you, I thought the clips were crazy, but like to watch have you guys watched the full episode?
No, I've just seen the clips of it, and
okay,
I have questions.
Okay,
so I would love to hear what the full episode.
Okay, since you're here for a week, T, we can get you on 2 episodes. I would love for us to do a watch along to this one specific episode.
Okay, all right.
Because I'm just like, how low have we fallen?
Oh,
like in society? Because first of all, I got to give the host of it. She is incredible. She is Arlette, whatever her name is. I don't know, girl, but kudos to you. I would love to have you on the show, because I would love to do a watch along with you, because the way you can sit there with a straight face. So there was this one girl on the episode I watched, and she was cute. She had body, but she was like thin on top and had hips. And all of these men were calling her fat. They were like, you know, you cute, you pretty, but like, you know, I like them a little thinner. Like in every way you could call a woman overweight, they did. To the point where one guy literally had Palo Santo in his pocket and like lit it. I'm like, not you brought a prop to pop the balloon, sir. But one guy was like, he was so fine. He was so fine. And she knew he was fine. He was so fine that he read her for filth. And then she was like, I promise I'm healthy. He was like, you know, my thing with you is I would be worried about health. You know, having children with you. Can you keep up with losing the weight?
If she got hips, then praise the Lord, she can carry them babies.
I thought hips is what they wanted.
She had a lot of hips though, but
like a lot of weird hips. Like, yo, I had a BBL and I've injected.
No, it wasn't BBL. It was natural. It was giving Southern lower body, but like thin top.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was small chested, but like had booty and thighs. Yeah.
But then after this man, like, because my thing was fine. I'm like, go ahead, call her. I think honestly, if I was on the show, like, call me fat, call me skinny, call me say, you know what, I'm just not attracted to you. But not you talking about my health. Not you dissed me by saying, you know, it's not even your size. It's I'm more worried about health complications.
You ain't seen no EKG. You ain't no doctor. I can't.
Sir.
That's why
I don't know my health history. Like, I could be the fittest person. I'm not, but like I could be.
Well, and that's what
Who
she was
are
saying.
you?
She was like, I promise I got abs under this. Please
Promise.
fill your
Oh,
balloon up
no.
again. I'm like, girl, not
Okay,
you begging.
this party is
I
already
can't.
need to end because you ain't got to prove yourself to no man talking about, oh, I'm this, I'm that.
But that
If
was
you,
what was
you can't see it,
happening.
boo. You can't see it, and I don't need
And I know
you.
it goes both ways because I've seen the clips where the girls are popping balloons on the guys too, and it just shows how superficial we all are in everything. But like, I ain't
No,
begging you to not pop your balloon.
No.
For me.
This was next level. And honestly, for me, if I went on the show, because the gay version is insane.
Ooh, I didn't
And
even know they
the
had
way I
one.
would go on that show, if I was the person, like, I'd be like, can I? Because at first she's always like, you can pop 2 balloons just off, visuals. I'd be like, we don't gotta do all this, because then you go down the line. Well, why didn't you pop? It's like, we don't gotta ask everyone all this.
Yes.
Matter of fact, let's make this a quick one. Pop, 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 pop. What's up? What's up? What do you do? Da, da, da. Is this gonna work? No. All right, I'm out.
All right.
Thank you guys for your
like
time.
AK,
Child, we ain't got
Done.
all day for this.
ain't
You're
got
gonna have
time
me
for
sit.
this.
ain't nobody got time.
I don't need you to read me
time.
up and down for filth, and I don't want to read all y'all for filth. Like, it was just too much. Speaking of reading for filth, we're gonna keep this semi-cute. So remember I told you guys we filmed an episode last week.
Oh.
I'm not going to tell this one specific story because I really think it's that for whatever reason. God just don't want that story out. So we're going to say in the name of the Father, in deliverance, we will not. Diddy finally got inducted. Well, he didn't get. He's in
He
jail.
didn't get inducted. He got
indicted.
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 Indicted?
He about
He-
to,
he get
about to
inducted
get
in
He in
inducted.
jail. In jail.
Well, matter of
Yeah.
fact, we found out that at his parties he was getting indicted. And then with all these bottles of baby oil. So this is where I want the story to
Oh,
go.
I'm sorry.
What,
Did you-
Costco?
Costco was like, no, we ain't do that. Dying.
So we ain't got that. We don't do that here.
Don't put that on us.
Don't put that on us.
Right, the lawyer was like, well, Diddy has large properties, so he buys in bulk. That's a lot of bulk, because baby oil lasts a long time.
Yeah.
Very long. Like I don't
like,
even remember the last
shoot
time.
music videos, like,
And
okay.
even
like
in
oil up the skin.
bulk, like you get like maybe a dozen in a pack. Like how many did you have to buy?
But also, here's
Yeah.
my other thing.
1,000.
Are y'all using baby oil during sex?
No.
I don't have sex.
Same, but... Same.
That's another episode of Next
but-
Mood Swings.
But also, no, I don't remember the last time I used baby oil for anything. Do we use, what was it?
The last time I bought baby oil was recently, actually. But it was because I seen this thing on TikTok where if you take a spray bottle and you put baby oil in it and then you put cologne or perfume in it, it makes and then you spray it after a shower, it like makes the smell of the cologne last longer.
Oh.
So I tried it. It does work, but
Okay.
I did it one time, and honestly, I filled the baby bottle up, and the rest of the baby bottle is sitting, the spray bottle up, and the baby bottle is still sitting under there full. So
Full.
1,000
It takes a lot.
oil things.
I would
of oil
imagine
is
that
crazy.
like at this point in time, like I haven't used baby oil in a really long time, but because like all this conversation around baby oil, I feel like I need to get some.
I was like, what am I missing? What are people using it for that I'm not?
Isn't
that I
it
need to
just
start
the
using it.
visual? Like
Yeah,
I thought it was
shiny-
just like to like make you shiny and
Shiny,
like your
yeah,
abs.
it's
I don't have
visual.
those, so there's a whole list of
I
things I,
mean,
don't have.
I
but-
moisturize with coconut oil, so I'm like coconut
Yeah.
oil and Vaseline. I'd be real greasy and shiny.
Yeah.
So
I use my cocoa butter at night. It got me
No.
smelling all
because the
chocolatey
thing
and nice.
is it's
but-
not baby oil. It's
Yes.
GHB.
oh.
This is what the kids are doing.
left.
This is my he who shall not be named. The most worst years of my life was open to this dark world where I saw how many. This is what the gays be doing. The gays be out here partying on GHB. They be mixing it with what is the other one? Some mix it with.
But can it be topical?
with
like
meth?
you could put it with the baby oil and it works.
Well, because I did see a TikTok video of a guy who was like, listen, the feds aren't going to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil. It has to be something else that was in those
GHB is
bottles.
clear, just like baby oil.
Yes, and that's what he was getting at in the TikTok that I
It doesn't
watched.
taste like anything, so it can be poured in a drink. And there were alleged rumors that this was happening at the Abbey. There was a whole court case at the Rooster in Venice, which they're opening the Rooster now right next to the Abbey. There's tea. You can go check out my other podcast, Guns Blazing. We talk about it over there in detail. and it's GHB. This is an insane drug. A lot of people use this to party. I remember being at a club with my ex, and it was New Year's, and he went and got a drink, and I started feeling some sort of, it's a date rape drug.
Yeah.
And I started feeling some sort of way, and I was like, why do I feel like this? And he was like, oh, I asked the bartender to put whatever, I forget what he calls, G, in the drinks. I'm like, what? And you just, you're on one. People mix it with meth, like crazy ketamine, crazy things. So
Every time I hear meth, I just think, ooh, no teeth. Oh.
Can I do Tina in your bathroom? Who's Tina?
Who's Tina?
That was a story.
Why she ain't got no teeth? It's too much.
But we gonna move on from
here.
this because
scary
I don't
in these
need this
streets.
episode getting deleted because I've already tried to do 3 Diddy episodes and
Well,
all of them
child,
the beginning
we
was
can
taken.
cut that off.
So I ain't
Yeah.
gonna tell the story.
Don't talk about him no more.
Right. Well, we will.
God
but-
heal the victims and let him get exactly what he deserved.
What I think is so crazy though is the kids, because like I just think to myself, like, imagine your whole life questioning if your father killed your mother,
I can't. That's so sad. It's so sad.
and they be there right by his side.
They
'Cause
just
it's your
released that
dad.
statement too, like basically telling everyone to stop throwing conspiracies out about their mama, which like good for them because they should be able to mourn in peace and do their mourning without every time something happens with their dad, people bringing up their mom.
But if those tapes come out that were in the book that said that there were tapes because she was given tapes allegedly, and a friend comes out with them, then that ain't a conspiracy anymore.
Yeah, that is true. But until then,
All right, let's
especially
switch
those
the
twin girls.
let's
No,
lift the
that
let's
sucks.
lift the energy up.
Let's lift it back up.
Or maybe not. Did you guys see the Bridgerton event?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Why is it always a scam? Always a scam somewhere. Like, why?
First
Now-
of all, I just want to say,
Okay.
I was so happy to see so many black people excited to go to a Bridgerton event.
I was like, wait, I don't
was
care
like-
about
I
these.
was like,
I don't want to
hear about
go.
these.
'Cause
I didn't know.
I would totally get
I know
an
I
outfit.
watched Bridgerton, but like, I didn't know
Yes.
black people was into
Oh
it
no,
like that.
I have 2 friends out here, black, who had Bridgerton themed house parties,
Oh,
I mean,
and it was a vibe. I was like, oh,
get
this is
invited.
cute. So
we didn't get invited.
No.
I didn't get invited.
I ain't got no friends apparently who doing this kind of stuff.
I mean, I didn't go to that.
Why didn't you go?
Why not?
I'm not a Bridgerton. I like the first season.
But me too. All of us did.
Yeah.
That's
but,
where it ended.
I mean, we still like the
I may
idea
have
of it.
rewatched some
And
of
I'm
those
like, I'm
seasons.
not. First of all, and you guys know I do not like timepieces,
This is true.
like at all.
I thrive in those.
No,
Me
yeah,
too.
no
My
drag,
element.
like,
Where I live.
That's where I. Yep.
and I
love
love
it.
you guys for that.
That
you guys
and
keep
Emily in
me
Paris, but that's
historian, and
That's why I
youthful.
like them because it's kind of a history lesson, but a visual history.
Really, Game of Thrones really happened.
Yes.
No. Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
For
No, I mean like the
sure.
Bridgertons and like the Vikings
Oh,
shows.
can't.
I
You
love
and,
watching
you and my
them.
fucking
Oh, I
mother.
They
love the
because
Vi-
they
oh.
oh my god, those men, they're shirtless most of the time. It's hot.
I'm still watching Outlander.
Oh
so,
my god, I
like,
rewatch Outlander all the time, but it's also a history lesson. There's real life people who are in it. It's real events that happen in history, and it makes me look it up.
And Sam
now
Hogan
I-
is very hot.
well, that too.
You said Outlander, and why did I think
Like I
Highlander?
Really love
Remember
him.
Highlander?
Oh yeah, I remember Highlander
remember
too.
Back in the day, what was
That
his
was like
name?
in the 90s, right?
What
Yeah.
was his name?
I don't remember, but I can see him.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I used to watch that all the time.
No.
But Outlander's better. than
Outlander
that.
is way better, and he is really.
I don't trust
Sam
you guys
is-
because you said Vikings and
No,
Vikings
no.
were-
You would.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesse.
Sam would do it for you.
Sam is hot. He's a ginger I could
Do things too. With,
Oh, okay.
around with.
He's amazing. He's a good actor.
I saw him on a certain dating app.
Oh,
Did you connect?
No.
Was it
I mean,
Ryan?
I liked him. He didn't like me back. Like, it wasn't for lack of trying.
I'm like, you better at least have shot your shot.
I definitely was like, heart.
Wait. him?
Okay, that's not a good picture, Jesse.
Go to his Instagram.
He
He's
wears
in costume.
He wears kilts. Oh, he's sexy.
his body is like, wow.
You guys are not gonna win me with this one. Like I thought you were gonna. I thought he was gonna give like. Remember Sons of Anarchy? Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, love him
Yeah.
too.
What's his name?
Charlie
Charlie
Hunnam.
Hunnam.
Like that, I can get with.
He's
Absolutely
basically
not.
better than Charlie Hunnam
Yeah.
because he's also Charlie Hunnam's.
Absolutely not.
You are not
Okay,
looking
well,
at
like
his
you
Instagram.
need to.
I'm gonna have
you
Okay,
need
well,
to-
bitch, how many
we're
pictures
gonna
you
have
want me
to-
to
We're
put?
gonna
Let
get
me
you
give
some-
you a real picture while you
Show
talk
me a
about
shirtless
what
photo
you're
of
supposed to.
Let me sexualize him before I can find him attractive.
He be
That's
having
all
his
on
little
here.
whiskey and like.
Oh yeah, he's got like his.
The thing with the Bridgerton event is once you find out that there was going to be a stripper there, like at that point you should question what you're paying $300 for,
Definitely
and buying a costume. Like
And here's
that.
the other
Like,
thing is that they did the Bridgerton ball a couple years ago, like when the show first came out.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think tickets were $300 for that. And that was like
big
an
deal.
official
Like a
big
thing from the,
event.
like, Netflix
So this whole
peoples.
thing from this jump just seemed like a scam. And I'm sorry to those who were affected by it. I really do hope y'all get some sort of
Recompense.
what she said, that
Reparation.
word.
sorry,
I really hope you
Yeah,
do.
we had some margaritas before.
Yeah, we had some
I don't
margaritas.
know what you're talking about. I had
One
taco.
margarita.
Just kidding. One margarita, I'm getting and the two
I had a
margarita.
taco.
Taco.
I'm trying to find a good
But yeah,
picture
I
still.
hope that because it was like Firefest, but Bridgerton.
I mean, look at that face.
Let me see which one you got.
It's like
Chiseled
I mean,
to
look, I grew up on
perfection.
Vampire Diaries.
You have to hear him talk too.
I like
And
Klaus. Klaus is hot. That's
oh,
not
see,
hot.
you always liked.
Vampire Diaries.
I did. Oh yeah, we did Vampire.
Yeah, we did
Diaries.
Vampire
Wait,
Diaries
who played
together.
him? 'Cause
I don't remember his
I don't
name, but
know
he
their
was
real
fine.
names.
Oh, I,
I know
I
them by
follow
real
him.
names.
Hang on, he's married to Portia White.
Oh, I thought. Wait, Portia.
Portia White. Who's Portia White?
From Girlfriends.
Don't
Isn't
make
that her
me
name?
call
Oh,
Portia.
I didn't know she was married.
Yeah, she's married to the guy.
Oh
who
wait,
played
from
Klaus
Girlfriend, she married him.
Yeah.
Didn't she?
Okay.
Maybe her name isn't Portia White, but it's
Persia.
Persia. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what it is.
I was like,
We don't always be getting the names right, but we know what we're talking about.
I know who she is.
We know what you meant.
Don't make me call.
And I can't remember his name
Portia.
right now, but it'll come to me at some point.
Yeah, Klaus. He was fine to me. I loved Klaus. But yeah, no, I can't with all the timeline things. The other scam. Speaking of
More
scams,
scams.
23andMe.
Oh, that's sad.
Wait, what happened?
Girl,
They
have you ever
got all
done
your shit out
23andMe?
there.
Well, I
Oh.
didn't.
Oh,
Was it 23andMe or Ancestry? My brother and
the
my
DNA
mom,
thing.
like you had to spit in a tube and like they told you he was really one of those. My family.
Well, figure it
has
out
done.
because they could probably get some money from it because they given up. They had to do it. They just settled for $30 million because they had a data breach, which is also kind of crazy. So apparently, 23andMe started out for what it was supposed to be. It's the only one that's FDA approved. The founder is married to a co-founder of Google. Already sketched on that.
So they selling all your information and your DNA.
15 million people are in their system. In 2023, hackers stole all of them. And all that information went to the black market. And recently, once the Diddy thing happened, so people are saying that Diddy actually could have been arrested months before, but they were waiting to use it as a distraction because they knew this was coming. This is a conspiracy theory. Now, it is kind of crazy because a whole bunch of people from 23andMe left their positions.
because the business is crashing and
And-
it's no longer worth shit.
The company wants to go private. If the company goes private, all that information can be sold to anybody, which, I mean, it's already out in the black market anyways. But just the fact that this is even a thing is scary on top of that. And it's like, who's going to want to buy it? Pharmaceutical companies. Why would they not? Because if they know what your genetics are, then they can use that information to create things to, especially with Google, they can sell you ads on, hey, we know these people have these diseases or whatever running through their bones. It's scary and it's horrifying. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's like a little thing where it's like, I almost did it. My mother almost did it, but we didn't because we did Ancestry, but we didn't do the DNA part because on Ancestry you can use the
can
free
just-
part
yeah.
enough to find stuff and piece it together. And if everyone kind of does it in your family, you can do as much as you can. But that is scary. That is horrifying. That's a real life thing. And so if you were a part of that, if you did do that, look into it, because if you can get a part of that settlement, honey.
And also $30 million, but how many?
15 million people.
That's
insane. For my DNA.
They needed to pay out more.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's no money.
And you trying to sell the
lawyers
By the time
are paid
the lawyers
off.
are paid,
That's no money.
Even if it went 15 million people, $30 million, even if you got all of that, that's only 2 million each.
Yeah.
But then you got lawyers' fees, taxes on top of that.
all
Plus,
of
it's
that.
probably actually more than 15 million people. You're not going to get much. But I mean, I'm going to tell my family, because I can't remember if they did Ancestry or 23andMe. I think it was Ancestry, but they did do the whole, like, we were going to spit in the thing and, like, find out, like, where in Africa we're from.
Yeah, because I wanted to do African ancestry, because they specifically don't just attribute it to like an area, like they are like matching you with tribes and area, like whatever. But I was like, something about giving my DNA is not cool, because it's for profit, and in the end, you don't know what's going to happen with these businesses, and
Child, look, I'm already looking at Apple, like, because I don't know if this happened to you guys, but once they announced the new phone. I have the iPhone 13 mini, which I love because I love how small it is. I don't want a big phone. I have two phones. The big phone is my work phone, but my everyday phone is this one. And honestly, I really want to switch to the Razr because I love that it flips. It's super cute. I've seen it. And if the Sidekick comes out, bye. Bye.
turn
iPhone.
it back to 2006.
Bitch is gonna be like, ew, you got green. I'm be like, oh, T-Mobile, make it pink. Make my text pink.
Take it back to 06.
Because iPhone, as much as I love you, that is crazy. They're discontinuing the 13 mini, or the 13, and I think the 15.
Yeah, the 15.
Oh,
They're
guys, I got a
discontinuing the
12.
15 Pro. I got
Well, no, my other one is a 12 Pro.
It was like, I got a 12 Pro,
Which
so
works-
I'm really far behind.
No. That one actually works really good. This one, the battery dies. I'll be at the gym, the whole battery dies.
Oh, yeah, no, my 12 Pro is starting to do that, too, now. It's the battery's draining a lot faster throughout the day.
But didn't Apple just have a lawsuit about that? And they're doing
but it also says that, because you can see, like, your battery health.
No,
And
mine
so
says
now
I
my
need a
battery
new
health
battery.
is, like, down to, like,
Not good.
80% or 70% or something like that.
And now you need to go buy a new battery.
Yeah.
You need a
But
new battery or a whole new phone.
But actually, I really do need a new phone, because I got no
You
more
kinda
storage
do.
on
It's
this.
just like 12.
It is a 12, and I just ain't got no
16.
storage.
But you
Yeah, we're
guys-
on- Courtney, I understand.
saying.
I understand. I hear you.
Just saying.
I'm a busy girl. You want to pay for the phone for me?
It's
But I
true, you
mean,
don't
it's
be in the
for only
States.
4 years. Not even.
It's not,
3.5 years.
yeah, I was like, and it's still like in perfectly good condition. I know it looks cracked right
gonna
now, but that's my screen
screen
protector. That's the
protector.
screen protector that's cracked, not the actual phone. I don't usually take care of stuff very well, and in college, I used to lose my phone so often that I got kicked off of the insurance for Verizon because I had too many claims in 1 year.
Wow.
Oh.
So the fact that I have held on to a 12 and we're at a 16,
Okay, girl.
y'all, like,
What a
I am
life
so
to
proud
travel
of
in.
myself. I'm so proud of myself because I used to lose phones every month. Okay.
Damn, girl.
One time I left it in a friend's cabinet in her kitchen. I was drunk and I hid it from myself so I wouldn't drunk text a boy in college. And so I hid it from myself, and I hid it so good I never found it until a year and a half later when my friend was moving out of the apartment. Then they found the phone.
Actually, you just reminded me. I need to
Dying.
change my emergency. There's only one person that can get through my thing, and I need to change who that person is.
Oh.
Speaking
it
of
is?
love,
Love.
love.
Love. What
I had a
crazy
really
thought.
interesting thought. Have you guys ever done the love language thing?
Yes.
What thing?
Like, what is your
test.
love language?
yeah.
What was yours? What do you feel like your love
My
language?
the way that I receive love
Yeah.
is quality time.
Okay.
The way that I give love is hold on. Acts of kindness. What are all the 4 again? Or 5?
Quality
Touch.
time, words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Oh, it is still quality time.
Oh, both ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember receiving love was words of affirmation and quality time were like 1% off of each other as my top 2. I don't think I did how I give love because I really only cared about how you're supposed to love me. Be very honest.
And that's where I was going with this entire conversation. I think the whole thing's bullshit.
Oh.
There should only be 2 words for love language. Here's what I think they should be.
I'm scared.
Show and tell. Because if you tell me you love me, that means you should be showing me you love me. How do you show me you love me? Through gifts, through words of affirmation, through touching. Like, they're like, oh, how do you show your love? Through touch. Well, I hope so. I hope the fuck so. I hope you touch me.
I would like to debate that a little bit.
Some people don't like to be touched.
That is bullshit, girl. 'Cause I've heard
It's not.
stories.
You've never realized that Courtney doesn't really love physical touch?
With her man?
I'm talking about
Do you
in
understand
general.
that's also how we broke up to begin with?
Okay, but I've heard some
Even-
what you like.
Well, there's
touch-
different-
I heard
Even the way
different
Courtney
types.
hugs you hello sometimes. Like, even the way Courtney hugs hello sometimes, I love her to death. But it's kind of like a... Hi.
Okay, but when I'm
like,
talking-
she doesn't love touching people.
Okay, but when I
in
say
general.
love language, okay, but when I'm saying love language, I'm not talking about how we love each other.
Well, no. But,
In a
But if she doesn't
relationship.
like to touch
but,
me, then-
but romantic relationships,
Yeah.
like everybody still has different needs. Like I don't need you to be hugging and touching me all the time, but I do need you to pay attention and listen to me. And like if we're having
Show
conversation,
and
I
tell.
like to talk. I like to discuss what like sometimes, obviously, like I'm not chatty all the time, but like when I'm talking, it's about something for real, and I want that time to like be that's intimacy to me. But I'm also with a person who's the way he receives love is definitely touch and like all the time.
Really?
And some of it is conditioning. I didn't grow up hugging and my parents didn't hug me. It wasn't like a huggy family and a touchy-feely family. So, but his was the exact opposite. So he's accustomed, like that's what makes him feel loved. And so I have to adjust. Like obviously all the other things, everybody wants all of them on a certain level, but the
Yeah.
levels to which they matter and like affect how you feel or how you think somebody feels about you is definitely variant for most people. Some things are definitely stronger than others. So
Fair.
spend time with me, bitch, and give me gifts. You ain't gotta touch me.
And see, I don't want gifts.
Really?
I just want trips. Like I don't mean
like
like
a
stuff.
trip. Yeah, a trip
I don't mean
would be
stuff.
But
great.
that's called quality time.
Yeah,
Well,
quality.
that's about the
and
quality
that's what
time.
and that's what I would rather have.
in that, where did you say the Alps?
Oh, in the French Alps.
In the French Alps.
Well, actually,
On a yacht in the
we'd
French
rather
Alps.
be in the south of
I
France.
mean,
for
yeah,
that.
I'd rather be in the south of France with you.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have some good quality time.
We can
Having some
touch. We
shouts
can
and some
touch. We
rosé.
can
I might
talk.
let
You
you
can
touch
show
me.
You
and
can hold my
tell.
hands.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I'm weird about touch sometimes too. Like sometimes I'm a very touchy feely person and like
I am, and I know you are
Playful
because
ways.
we be touchy.
yeah, like but like I am. But then when it comes to like a romantic situation, I'm like, oh, like I don't know if I want to hold your hand or if I want to just. And maybe it's because my parents they weren't physical touching with
Yeah.
each other. They didn't do a lot of PDA in front of me. So in
See,
relationships,
mine weren't, but I
it's
am
weird.
very like.
I think it's awkward sometimes. And then I'm like, I don't know if I was supposed to hold your hand or not hold your hand. I don't know if I was supposed to give you a kiss or not. And I'm just weird with it. So just tell me I'm pretty and spend time with me.
Yeah, like I think it's
Tell me I'm
weird. Pretty and feed me.
I think it's weird.
Taking
Like
me on
that's,
when I'm-
trips.
that's not really on there. Where does feed me fit in? Because I'm definitely like you can feed me and I would love you forever.
That is true. Get her a bag of chips. Ooh.
Shout- Look, give Courtney a bag of chips.
Bag of chips, honey.
wanna-
But I like other stuff too. Like thankfully, the honey is from New Orleans and he can cook for real. And I said I'm not cooking ever again in our lives because he's a better cook than I am. So like, but you give me a bowl of gumbo.
Yeah, but you can. But here's the
real
cheat
nasty
code:
for y'all.
a bag of chips.
A bag of chips is really the way to
A
Courtney
bag of
Shower.
chips.
Will always work.
Because let me tell you, you know how
Except
you
when
can-
I'm on keto, like I'm gonna be on in 2 weeks.
It's a lie.
I won't be here in 2
Because the
weeks,
way
so
her
that's
dog
fine.
is.
That's why I'm struggling. Oh,
way
you're not
her-
gonna bring my dog into
Look,
this.
I'm gonna bring your dog into it because the way Gigi was at my house, just chipping it up. Okay, I was like, girl, I'm
You got
dead.
Gigi addicted to chips too.
Yo, she be
No,
liking chips like a
she be
crackhead.
greedy. She'll be like, you give her like, you think you're being nice. You're like, all right, girl, I know your mother don't give you this many. And then she gonna have the nerve and be like,
And she is this big. And she is like, them chips still open.
bitch,
why?
I gave you a full ass Dorito. Like, you only supposed to eat the corner.
Wow.
She like,
She loves
excuse
chips.
me.
right,
But I be
like mother,
spoiling
like
my
daughter.
dogs. I be spoiling my dogs just like I be wanting to spoil my man. Okay, but fuck them. Anyways, All right.
Not the dogs, the men.
Yes, we love dogs. PETA.
Don't
hey.
fuck men. Or, well,
Whoa.
Don't fuck them.
I'm like trying to like not.
I'm not right now.
Trying
so.
to negate.
Maybe let's just move on.
That didn't
Matter of
work
fact,
out.
actually,
That
that's a
didn't
great
work
place to wrap it up. 'Cause I'm gonna catch up on Housewives this week because I watched the first episode of Salt Lake and
Yeah.
love me Miss Mary Cosby.
I'm glad she's back. Full
Same.
effect.
And then we'll also get Potomac coming up.
Oh.
We have a countdown in 9
Not
days.
excited about that.
Not excited either, but I'm gonna watch. I'll watch it
I'll watch it
because we did cover the last season.
Yeah.
And then I have not been watching OC,
I have.
but I watched the
I hear
first
it's good.
episode, and I'm like, okay, let me watch
It's
it.
been good.
And then New York.
oh yeah, that's coming back next
So
week.
many housewives.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like they all come back at the same time.
Well, they had a gap, like where nothing was really
that- I hate
on,
that.
and then all of a sudden they're all
Because they're all
at-
on different days, right? It's like every night
Yeah.
of the week you can watch a different
but they
housewife.
also like completely screwed up the schedule because it used to be obviously we were housewife whores, so like you knew like November Atlanta always came back and ran through to the spring, and like you knew after Atlanta it was gonna be Potomac, and then you knew
Jersey,
on
yeah.
Jersey, and you knew Sundays was Black Night, so you would always find Atlanta or Potomac on Black Night. But like they and OC and stuff always was on like a Tuesday. Maybe a Wednesday. It's on a Thursday night now, and it's like, where did that come from?
Yeah,
And,
we
like,
still haven't gotten any girl trip.
it's just weird. Oh, we're not getting
They're
it
not
because you
getting
know
a girls'
they.
trip. Didn't they scrap a whole season? of
Yes,
shows?
But I thought they
because of
filmed
stupid
something
Brandy.
afterwards.
No, they haven't filmed anything
haven't
since
filmed
that
any of
happened
those.
for girls trips. They got
Yeah.
that dating show that they're doing.
Oh yeah, they do have the dating show that I hear is supposed to be good.
A Housewives dating show?
Yeah, with Countess Luann.
Oh.
I feel like it's Countess and maybe Cynthia.
I forget
Bailey?
who's all on it.
It's like 4 housewives or
Ew,
something.
it's giving the Tamar and Evelyn.
But I hear it's supposed to be like the next girls trip because I think they've already like started a season 2 of it too or something.
Snooze fest. Bring traders back at this point. And then I watch Housewives. Did
They're
you watch
shooting. They shot, right?
Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, traders is over.
yeah.
They're filming Miami right now.
Yeah,
Real
they
Housewives
just
of
started
Miami?
For
back
Housewives.
filming.
Yeah,
Okay.
they just
And
started
that's the
back.
other thing. They waited so long to start back filming Miami, and Miami was great. I'm mad that they're like.
Yeah.
So we're not going to get Miami until probably spring.
Right.
Yeah,
But
that tracks because they just started filming that like a couple weeks ago.
and we're losing the Dr. Nicole.
That's fine.
No, it's not. She's the really rich one that we like to see the fabulousness.
I mean, yeah,
she's
but
got
they're all
great
they're all
eyebrows.
tchotchke girls at the to me like. at
She's
this
got
point.
great eyebrows.
Yeah, and I did like her last season, but
I like her and Gertie together. Like it seemed like a real relationship.
wait, I was dying. I don't know. This is such a total side note before we wrap up. Did you see the picture of Shakira and Winnie Harlow
oh,
and
I
them on the
did.
yacht?
I did see that.
No.
Bitch, the way I fell out and was like, not this is Adrian's music video. Please Google Shakira and Winnie Harlow right now. Oh my God.
What was it for?
I think Shakira has like a new song out or something, so they were just on the boat
just on the
celebrating. Tell me that does not remind you of fucking when they filmed Adrian's music video.
Oh, Adriana.
Adriana's, yeah.
Because I was like, Adrian who? Oh.
That's not even.
Oh.
Keep swiping because there's one with like
Oh.
a bunch of Nope. That one. They do the dance.
It was
Oh.
given.
It's definitely giving Adriana. What's it? Adriana Demora, I think.
Yeah.
Her name is.
And all I was thinking about was,
But,
what's
like,
her name in
what
the
is
burger?
this crew? Like,
Yeah, it was a really random crew.
who
Yeah.
are these women?
I didn't know what it was for. I don't even know how I saw that because I don't. Follow
Winnie,
anything.
What is this wig? Like,
I don't know. You know, all the girls are out because of Fashion Week. Cardi's
Yeah.
out in the middle of her, whatever she's going through. She just had a baby and she's out on the things, and Offset is just too much.
Team Cardi.
It's just too
always.
much.
She
You
said,
guys can go on
"And did."
nextmoodswing.com.
I was so proud.
Been a barb. We're barbs. I'm a
Yeah.
barb over here.
She's like, "Oh,
Courtney,
Cardi."
Tiana, where can everyone follow you? Keep up with you. We're gonna do another one before Tiana leaves.
Like, people keep.
People keep over me. No, I'm on Instagram at the Tiana Hobson. I mean, I'm still on X, but I don't really go on there like that. So
Oh my God, not Pornhub. No.
And look out for my.
You're the first person I've heard actually refer to it as X.
Well, because I wasn't sure if people call it Twitter. I don't know.
I call
old.
it
I still call it Twitter.
Okay, I'm on the Twitters, but I don't really go on there like
I
that.
don't be on Twitter no more.
Stay tuned for my OnlyFans feet content coming soon.
I do be on Threads.
You do be on what?
I do be on Threads.
I haven't done the Threads thing
See,
yet.
that's the one I'm not. Actually, I've gotten really into Twitter recently. For whatever reason. I don't know.
Instagram, Stuart Starlet. Where I always been.
And, you know, everywhere at Next Mood Swing. Guys, check out nextmoodswing.com, Benabarb, and also go get your mug so we can all sip every week. We're going to have these every week, okay?
I love it.
And you never know who's going to come. Until next week. Not same time, same place, because we're going to move this to Thursday. This just happened to work on a Friday because Courtney was at a little BAFTA event last night. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but...
Oh, it was great. No,
Okay.
it was good. Shout out to all the black actors out there trying to make it.
Period.
Love that.
Okay? Whether you're in Deliverance or what you in. It don't
Hey,
matter.
you take the jobs with a check's cash.
As long as the check clears, take the job.
Money.
Give
All right.
me
Talk to
money.
y'all next week. Let us know down
Everybody
below. What's your love
mad.
language?
Hey.
You know.